Bonker Ben's back, people. He's living the dream. Technically, I haven't gone away because I'm still on the campsite that you saw me on last week. But I'm now going to head off to a campsite in Fakenham. Now, I was hoping to get up to the Norfolk coast again, as I'm quite close, but that's not happened, so I can't get on a campsite. So I found a campsite in Fakenham, which they're charging me £19, and it looks really good. So yeah, first impressions, I'm really liking it. Yeah, it's the race course. I'm literally on the race course, and I've got a pitch that I like. I'm right out, I'm in the corner, so I love it. And I'm literally overlooking the racetrack. How fantastic is that? Yeah. Yeah, behind me you can see all the stands and that, which is really great. So yeah, I'm liking the campsite. I love little campsites like this where it's something different, you know, on a race course. Now I have stayed on a race course before, and I was right against the tracks like this. That was up north in Yorkshire, and I got drunk that night and thought it'd be a good idea to go for a run on the tracks. I'm not going to be doing that here because I think it's going to be a bit busier here. The campsite was empty, no one was there at the time. So it's £19, grass, no electric. I'm happy with that, that's great. It's a good site, well worth it, by the looks of things. Yeah, so it must be great to stay here when there's a horse race on. I don't know whether you have to pay more, maybe there's a different charge, different circumstances, I don't know, but otherwise, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Look straight out at the camper van and there are a load of horses going past. So, well as that bar, there is also another bigger, more luxury looking bar there. Oh, that's a big shower. Very big shower. This one's big as well. Good sized shower room, it's really good. And from what looks like 5 cubicles. Yeah. Plenty good enough for me. 4 sinks. Little bench you can have a little sit down on, look. How's about that? Yeah, this campsite's good, I'm liking it, well worth the money. Showers are big, I'm really impressed with them. Big showers, a lot of space. Swing a cat in here, you know. Actually can swing a cat, and we did it at the wall then. No urinals in here. I do like a urinal because you ain't got to touch anything apart from yourself, eh? But yeah, no urinals. See any negative thing I can say about it? They are recycled skips, so that's good. Apart from that one over there, that's a waste. Waste disposable point for the toilet. And a little washing up area. Ooh, a couple of fridges. Or are they freezers? Well, I'd imagine they're always fridges, aren't they? I always say, oh no, that one's a freezer. So yeah, one of each, I'm guessing. Yeah, very nice. Oh, stables out there. So pitch spaces are a good size. A 10 to 15 minute walk to Fakenham. So I'm going to walk into Fakenham in a minute. I've never been to Fakenham. I passed through it many times around it. I don't know whether there's anything at Fakenham to see. I just looked on Google Maps. Apparently there's a gas museum. I'm not sure how interesting that'll be, but I might check it out. I don't know. But it doesn't look like there's anything else there. But I might go and have a wander around. I've got to buy some tea as well. Now I know there's a few supermarkets in Fakenham, so I'll be able to pick up some tea. It's fairly big village or town, so there's a fair bit in there. There'll be plenty of pubs and all that sort of thing. Yeah, we're quite close to Pensthorpe Nature Reserve as well. I don't know whether you can cycle it. You probably can cycle it. Well, you would be able to, I'm sure. But yeah, let's crack on, people. Let's go see the sights, check out what there is. Yeah, bang bang, living the dream. So yeah, it's not far to the town, and well signposted. Pretty handy. Hopefully it'll be a nice little trail. Just found a nice little river walk, pretty much just where I joined the little town. I'm walking down at the minute. I don't know whether to go back, do some shopping, take the shopping back and then come back here later because it's meant to be nicer weather, or whether to just check it out now. I might just go a bit further, because if I come back later and walk down it and it doesn't go much further than this, I'm going to be really disappointed, aren't I? There's a big old bugger down there. This does say you need a day ticket to fish it though, and that's catch and release only. Probably can't see him on camera. There was a short walk to the bridge and then back into town on the other side of the river. You can always have a nice sit down in a churchyard, can't you? Not a bad church. I might try and go in it, see what it's like. I mean, yeah, there's not really much in Fakenham, to be fair. It's not a lot here, you know. I've done a bit of filming in the town and people sort of look at you like, why are you filming here? There's nothing here, you know. You're not, you may be a tourist, mate, but you're not in the Cotswolds. Right, so yeah, I've been through the town, got some shopping done, and now having a walk along this other track, along the river, which is quite near the campsite. Oh, that is the racetrack, the other side of the river there. The golf course is in the way, so I can't actually get to the river from the campsite. Ooh, big fish just came up there. Just chatting to a fisherman down there, and he said I can fish this bit without a day ticket, because you need a day ticket further down there, which is always annoying. You see that huge bloody crayfish walking along the bottom of the river. He must be one of the invasive ones. Absolute beast. Do love crayfish tails. Well, this side of the river walk is definitely a lot longer than the other side, so yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, very enjoyable. Relaxation. Well, I came to the end of the river walk now. I can go a bit further along the woodland, and then I think I come into Fakenham again from a different angle. But I might head back now because time is getting on. This bit of the walk was actually a bit longer than I thought, which was good because I thought it was going to be really short. Yeah, so I might get back and have some tea. But I did see a kingfisher go past, so always nice. I've always wanted to see a pike. For real. I mean, I've caught a pike, but I've never been able to actually see one in the water, and I can see one. You won't get to see it on camera because it's very hard to spot. It's right down there. Back now, people, ready to cook up some tea. Stopped off at Aldi, did some shopping. Some mushrooms, 75% off. Oh yeah, I like that. A broccoli, some minced beef. Right, I'll have had my tea. I'm going to go and check out that little walk. There was a little pathway from the campsite. I'm going to go have a look and see where that leads. I think it'll just lead to a few fields, maybe, but we'll see. Big games field. No dogs allowed, but yeah, huge game field. Play football or whatever you want, I guess. So I'm still in the campsite area. Gate over there looks closed, but I can go over it. And this is all the dog walking area. Yeah, so this is the other end. Now there's no walking gate that I can just walk out of here, so I don't know whether I'm meant to go out this way. Obviously probably not, but I might just hop over the fence and just see if there's anything down here. I don't think there is, to be fair. Well, yeah, I came out of the campsite, walked down the long driveway. Don't know whether I was meant to. Well, I wasn't, because the gate was closed. So obviously you're not meant to leave that way. I did find a little footpath on the road opposite. Well, a beer does taste better outside, doesn't it? It always does. So cheers, everyone. I always think that when it comes to dusk, everyone's relaxed, calm, and everyone's at peace, and everyone is a lot more accepting. And that's why I always choose this time to ask for a subscription. So if you enjoyed any of this, please subscribe. It'd be great to have you on board. Cheers, everyone. And I'll see you in the morning for my final thoughts on the campsite and the area. Morning, everyone. Slept pretty well last night. A few airplanes going overhead around midnight, but that soon ended. Yeah, all good. So the club next door, they had stuff going on till about 10:30. That wasn't really a nuisance to me. In fact, I liked sitting here watching the people coming out and getting in their cars. Just next to us, where the bowls club is, there is a bar and a restaurant, and there's a big sign up saying outside, campers are welcome. So you can go in there and have a meal and have a drink. Obviously you can walk into town. Town has got everything from takeaways, big supermarkets and everything like that. So I've had a great stay here, and I really like this campsite. I like staying in places like this because it's different. I've never been to the horse race, and so to stay on next to a horse racing track is just something different, isn't it? Something exciting and new. So I've really enjoyed it here, and I think it's well worth the money. So as far would I return, as far as the campsite is concerned, yeah, there's nothing that would stop me from using this campsite again. I've really enjoyed it here. Now, would I come back here to explore the local area? No, I've been here and I've done it. You know, I'm from Norfolk. There's just nothing unique here about Fakenham. The river walk was nice. There's loads of river walks in Norfolk, and I wouldn't come here just to pay to stay on a campsite just to go for a walk along that river. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I wouldn't use this campsite again. The campsite is fine. People I would recommend the campsite for would be anyone who wants a base camp to explore North Norfolk coast, Wells, Sandringham, Kings Lynn, you know, all of them places, Stiffkey, Holcombe, they're all easily accessible from here. You're kind of on a main route to all those places. There's a bus to Kings Lynn, pretty sure you can get a bus to Hunstanton, and you can get a bus to Norwich. So yeah, there's a good bus services here, so if you wanted to go out on buses. So there's a lot to explore around the Norfolk area. So the only thing I did find a little bit inconvenient about the campsite was the toilet and shower block cleaning time is between 8 AM and 10 AM, which to me, that would be the time when I'd want to use them. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but that's the only thing I would find a little bit inconvenient. Now, I do have a porta potty. I do prefer to use my own porta potty, and I'm here for one day. I'm going to go home today and have a shower anyway, so I'm not actually using the facilities, so it's not an inconvenience on this trip. But if I was to stay here a week and I didn't have the porta potty, I would find those cleaning times inconvenient. Now maybe that's just me, you know, everyone has their own cycle. And also, I've paid £19 for this pitch, which to me is a fair price. It's a good pitch, I like it, I'm happy on this site. And I don't think there's any, that's just the standard rate for 2 adults. There's no single person occupancy. So if there's a couple of you, 2 adults, £19 on this site, yeah, it's good, really good. I mean, I'm relatively happy with that, being a single person on here. So yeah, the price is good, I'm happy with the price. I'm going to pack up in a minute. I might go and ask what time I have to be out and see if I can go do a bit of fishing on that river, if I've got time, if they'll let me stay a bit later. Now on the way in, I believe I saw a red squirrel. A little squirrel ran out in front of me, and it was not grey. It was a lot smaller than a grey, and I'm pretty convinced that was a red. And I might ask them in the office later if that was a red, do they have reds in this area. Now I know at Pensthorpe, just over there, they had reds in a cage and they were breeding them for a release program. Now, did they release them locally? I assume they would have. So possibly red squirrels. So I've just been to reception and I asked about the red squirrels, and they said they do get them around here. They're rare, but you can see them. So yeah, I did see one. Now I also asked how late can I stay till, because I want to go fishing for a bit, and they said 3 o'clock, which is great. Now obviously we're not in high season and nobody's booked in on my pitch, so there's plenty of empty pitches as well, so that's obviously why. Don't expect that mid-season. Let's crack on with the people. Let's get by the river and try and catch a trout for some tea. Well, I swapped over to piking because I keep seeing pike. I cast out earlier and actually hit the pike with the lure and he swam off. I've just seen a pike down here, scared him off with the lure. But yeah, I'm going to head off now because it's starting to get late. And I was talking to a few of the fishermen and they were saying that one side of that river where we saw the trout yesterday, only one side of that you have to be a member to fish, and the other side you can fish. So that's good to know in the future.